Hi everybody, annamorfidis here with Mending Hearts Counseling, and welcome back to my channel for another video. Today's topic is going to be how to stop comparing yourself to others. And this video was inspired by a session that I had with one of my favorite clients yesterday. And it was very much revolved around that comparing of self to other things that we see other people experiencing, especially in the social media world. This is something that we never had to deal with before, but now when you go into Instagram and you see everyone else's feeds, it's sometimes really hard not to compare yourself to what is present in somebody else's feed, because you make it mean something. And usually we make it mean something that we are lacking from within, because we perceive the environment based on what is going on within us. So by using probing questions, we were able to uncover that my person or my clients need to compare their self to other people's feeds comes from the idea of not being proud of things that they have accomplished so far. So by using questions, we were able to pinpoint the exact feeling that was coming with a comparison. And this is why therapy actually really works, is because it allows us a different way to explore things that happen. So for example, client comes and says, I can't stop comparing myself to people on Instagram. I see these people posting about their relationship and they seem to be so happy, and I feel like I should be posting about my relationship, but I don't feel like I want to post about my relationship because it doesn't seem like a natural thing for me to do. And then it's like, okay, great. So what would it mean to be posting about your relationship anyways? And then it comes down to being proud. Client was saying that when she looks at other people's feeds and they see posts of them being in relationships, that they make that mean that they are very proud to be in that relationship. And it comes down to she's actually looking at what other people are proud of and comparing that to the things that she's proud of. And even though she's proud of her relationship, she's not proud of things about herself. Because when the question is asked to her, like, what is something that you are proud of about yourself, instead of perhaps saying what they have accomplished so far, like tears started to come. So then you know that's where the juice is. It's not about being, oh, I'm not posting my relationship, oh, I'm not proud of that. It goes beyond that. So it has nothing to do with a relationship. It turns out that this person has internal conflict about the career that they have found themselves in. They don't feel accomplished, so they're not proud of who they have become in the professional field. And it has nothing to do with their relationship. So this is why therapy works. And this is why it's so wonderful to be able to uncover what really goes on inside. Remembering that relationships are usually the ones that reflect back to us what we need to change in the first place. So now that we've uncovered that this person has a need to compare themselves because they don't feel proud of themselves in many ways, we look into what need lies behind the wanting to compare. And the need that is not met that makes us want to compare ourselves is actually peace. When the need for internal peace is met, then we don't have a desire to compare ourselves to others, because it's just like the need is met. So we don't need, like, if you're if your need to eat is the hunger is cue, right? And then once you eat, then you're not hungry anymore. Once you give yourself inner peace, then you don't have the need to compare anymore either. So these are the 5 ways that I am working with my client and are true to work to stop comparing the self. First thing is practice gratitude. I've also noticed when I am in my spiritual development class and I led a gratitude practice one day, and so many of the people in my class were saying things like, oh, I'm so grateful for so many things, I don't know where to start. And then I'll work with people that will say to me, I have nothing to be grateful for. And it's crazy how vastly different people can experience life. And it just highlights how much the importance of gratitude can lift up your vibration and your spirit to where more of good things will be attracted into your life, because it means you're able to recognize what you have done so far. In the case of my client, they are so accomplished, and it's crazy to me that they can see it, but I'm also understanding that when you are seeing it, like say you're in a job for a long time and all of a sudden you want to leave it because it's just not working for you anymore. So my person's thoughts were along the lines of, I have failed, I can't believe I couldn't do it, and things along that line. But if we just shift the thoughts to a different perspective, to be like, wow, I did everything I could in this field. I went as far as I could go in the field. I've passed every exam to get me to where I am today. And I'm so grateful for everything that I've learned, but it's time to close the doors. So reframing that thought of like, I am so defeated by not wanting to continue with this job anymore, to reframing it to, I am so happy I got as far as I can in this job and now it's time to move on. Then you feel accomplished, and then you're able to be proud of what you did. But if you stay stuck in the thought of, oh, why can I not do this anymore? I'm not producing, I just can't do it, I'm such a failure. Then of course you're not going to feel proud of yourself. So just shift your perspective. Even if you tried a job and it turns out that you don't like it and you want to leave it, be proud of yourself for even trying that job, because now you're not going to have that why anymore, and you're going to know maybe that field is not for you. It's all in the power of your thought, and it's just a shift away. So practicing gratitude, saying thanking the universe for having the opportunity to even be hired, to even be trying this job. That's something to be grateful for. Other people, like I've applied for jobs that I never got. Be grateful for somebody for even reading your resume and thinking that you're worthy enough to call in for an interview, even if you don't get the job. Like there's so many things that we can be grateful for that we just don't necessarily see right away. So that's step number 1 to help you stop comparing yourselves, is say the things that you're grateful for about yourself. And if you can't think of any, just think of things that are kind of super obvious. Like, I'm thankful that my legs are working and I'm able to walk to work, or I'm able to use my feet to drive to work, or however it is that you get to work, because not everyone has the ability to actually have healthy working legs. Some people are in wheelchairs, some people are amputated. So just really simple, obvious things like this. Having the ability to have speech, having the ability to perhaps be able to pay for daycare so you can drop your kids off and go to your work. There's many things that we can be grateful for in our life. And if you can say 5 things out loud every day, that will help you to stop comparing yourself to others, because you're going to be reminded of how much things you have within you that make you feel so full. So there'll be a lesser need to compare. Tip number 2, focus on your strengths. By focusing on your strengths, then you don't have to compare yourself to somebody else, because you're shifting the focus from oh, but somebody, that person is doing better. Oh, but that person wrote 2 books and I only wrote 1. You're focusing on your strength and you say, wow, that is so amazing that I wrote 1 book. I am so grateful that I was able to write this 1 book. Like, focus on your strengths. Number 3, celebrate other people. This is really key, and I still practice, and I do this every day. I'm reading the book by Nicole. Oh, I don't have it on me right now. Nicole Nicole LaPera. And I found myself, as I was reading her book, getting a little bit like envious and jealous of like all of her accomplishments. And I'm like, no, Anna, you can't go there. You can't compare yourself. Yes, you want to be a great therapist, but like, I need to be grateful for her and all the information that she is providing me in order to help myself, help other people. And I need to celebrate her and her success and her successes in all the degrees that she got and the book that she wrote and the enlightenments that she had and the workshops that she's created. I need to celebrate her. I need to shift out of wanting to compare myself to her. And this is constant work that I have to do in my mind. So yes, I'm going to celebrate you, Nicole LaPera, because this is the best way to also celebrate myself, is to not, then I won't have to compare myself to you because I'm celebrating you. Tip number 4. Find your peace and how you're going to get to be content. How can you get to peace and feeling content? Does that mean perhaps leaving a job that you are not happy with? Does it mean that you meditate every day? Does that mean that you take out 1 dinner a week from your social life, if that means more peace in your life? Like, what does being content like mean to you? How will you get to feeling content about yourself and where you are today? Therefore, the more content you are, the less you're going to compare yourself to others, because you're just not going to have the need to do so, again, because you're going to feel full within. And then the last tip, I feel like I love this one so much, is compete with yourself instead of other people. Compete with yourself instead of competing with other people. So if you want to be a better version of yourself, do the work within you to be a better version of yourself. Every day you have a chance of being a better version of yourself. So why not compare yourself to how you were yesterday, but not in a negative way, in a positive way? Be like, wow, I learned yet another thing today. I learned about meditation today. I learned how to quieten my mind. Oh, I learned about attachment. Now I can let go of attachment to things that are not serving me. Like, every day, compare yourself to the version that you were before and celebrate your accomplishments and give gratitude for everything that you've learned. And even if you haven't learned anything, give yourself gratitude for just being and getting through the day and with all its challenges that life presents anyways. So with those 5 tips, I hope that I can create or help create inner peace within you, which will lead to you being more content and grateful and having the need to compare yourself less. And it's so beautiful how it works, because I'm witnessing that now with myself and also with my clients that I have been so blessed to work with, and to see them from point A, where they are in tears, to point B, where they start to feel content within themselves and understand the why and the how they even feel this way anyways when they go on social media. It's just so powerful. So with knowledge comes power, and remember that you have the power to live the life that you want each and every single day. So with that being said, celebrate life and all of its challenges. I'm super grateful for you, my viewers, for all the encouraging things that you send my way to keep me on this path. I'm grateful for the sun that's shining through my window today. I'm grateful for my little cute puppy that's laying down beside me, taking a sweet little nap. And I'm grateful for all the people that I'm going to work with for the rest of the day. I'm grateful for having an iPhone and being able to video this and upload on YouTube. Like, everything is just so easy now with technology. I'm just so grateful for so many things, and also just wanting to recognize everything else that's going on in the world right now. I'm not sure where to grasp on gratitude on that. But I will say that I saw on the news all these different families from other countries that are surrounding Ukraine that are opening up their homes, and they are having signs that have the number of people that they can bring into their home. And one family was being interviewed, and they were being asked, "Why are you doing this?" And they said, "Because we can, and we want to help." So I'm giving my gratitude to all those families in surrounding countries that surround Ukraine that are opening up their home to all the refugees, especially to all those mothers and children, and to provide them with safety and food and a place to sleep. That was very touching, and I'm very grateful for that being available to them. Until my next video, I hope you have a good rest of your day. And to anyone that is experiencing any hardship with this war that is going on, I really don't have any words other than just sending all my love and light to you and to those that you love that may be perhaps in the actual war. And yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much again. If you like the video, like the video. If you want to be a subscriber, that will help my channel tremendously. And again, I always welcome any comments, questions, concerns, and I'm wishing everyone a blessed rest of your day. See you next time.